waiting for temperatures. Can't believe this, it's just taking too long. I was so tempted just, I'm sure there's people out there going, just take the damn covers off, and yeah, I probably would, but yesterday I was scraping hail off the top of the covers because it hailed yesterday. Only 1 degree last night, so a bit disappointing really, temperatures. However, today's the day we go and fletch our new fish. What makes a koi keeper in a happy mood? Collecting his new fish. They're there waiting for me now. Let's go get them. Welcome back to Koi Pan Lifestyle. Catching! Okay, this is it, we're at Pen Koi. Let's go get them fish. Okay, here we are. Come to collect our lemon yamabuki. It's in this other tank here, but they're all sort of sitting in the edge at the moment, so I don't know whether the temperatures are down a little bit, so we'll get Steve to get it sorted. Here we go, folks. Live fish. My lemon yamabuki. Fantastic. Let's get him in the pond and get him acclimatized. Okay, we're going to give him 30-40 minutes just to float around in the pond, because the temperature at Pen Koi was 1 degree different to this. So I think we're just going to float him around for a little while and then look at putting him in the pond. Excited. There she is, me lemon yamabuki. Little face, bless it. Been in the water now in its bag for sort of 30-40 minutes just to acclimatise, and I've just got it in the bowl now. We're just going to give it a minute or two, just done a quick scrape just to double check. I know Steve's pretty good with all his fish, so I just do it for my own peace of mind, I suppose. But yeah, he's nice and relaxed now. He was a bit skittish when I first put him in the bag, but so I'm just going to pour a bit of water from my pond into here just so the KH and the pH sort of equalise itself, so he gets used to that for another 5-10 minutes, and then he's going in. Is it he or she? I don't know. What do you reckon? Comment below. So yeah, little Mr. or Miss Yamabuki. I'm so chuffed with that because I've kind of seen this fish a while back now, and he's been sitting in the shot for ages. See the massive smile on my face. I got a new fish. Dead chuffed. I've just put the thermometer into the bucket just to treble check the temperatures. Getting a bit anal on this one, but why not? Because it's my new fishing activity time. Dead excited. Anyway, let's check the temperatures and let's get this fish swimming in the pond. Okay, here we go, Mr. Yamabuki. He's all there in the bucket, ready to roll. Let's introduce you to the pond, my friend. There we go. Straight to the bottom, as usual. Fantastic. Meet all your friends. Right, excellent. Let's dump this water. Right, so 24 hours later, my Yamabuki lemon, or lemon Yamabuki, I don't know which way around they are, but anyway, yeah, looking good. He's coming up and eating now. He's with the shoal. His mates have taken him on board and they're showing him around, which is great. Now, in the last video, I was asked, yeah, but we didn't see what's happening with your skimmer. So what are you doing with that? I'll show you. So, my floating skimmer. This is what's happened to it. I've not binned it. It's actually started doing a pretty good job for me, to be honest. Stopping it floating, folks out there with your comments, fantastic. For a lot of your comments, I've tried loads of them. Almost everyone that came through, I came out and tried the following day or that day or whenever I had time. But it ended up getting really technical to the point where a small stone and a piece of string have sorted it. The thing is, right, okay, look at it this way. You spend X amount on a product and you have to add 2 non-costing things to make the damn thing work. What's that all about? Why doesn't it just work straight off anyway? Anyways, so because I've put the small stone in that weighs approximately, I don't know what it weighs, and for a piece of string, it's nailed it, mate. It does sit a little bit low in the water when it's not running, but once you kick it in, it seems to lift it a little bit, just literally 2 or 3 mil, enough. So all we've got there is this nominal piece of string that goes through the opening in me coping that I said I'd put in, which is holding against the side. This is where the water now gets drawn in. It doesn't go wandering off because I don't want it to anymore. This is where I've put the stone. So the stone's in there. Actually, I don't know how much a stone weighs. Please don't ask. I was just trial and error, really, to be honest. That bit of floss sits over the top of that. Now, I've taken out the blue filter because I don't need it, because I haven't got big stuff going in. All I've got is very, very fine stuff over the surface. So that now sits in there. So that sort of sits like that. And like you see, it's sitting literally a couple of millimetres or a millimetre under the water, which isn't what you want. But when you kick it in, it now picks itself up 2 millimetres. So it actually sitting just above now, so the water's still coming in this way. This is now above water, and that's above water, but that's where it stays. Now I've run this continually for about 6 or 7 hours. I spoke to Koi Addiction the other day, and he said the same as me. This kind of thing kind of happens very randomly, and everybody says, well, it's when it gets blocked. So I've let it this filter system get as blocked as I dare without being here, and it still seemed to stay all right. So it didn't seem to draw itself out with that. So anyway, yeah, now I seem to be quite happy with this because it's no longer raising out the water. It's doing what it needs to do with a small stone out of my garden and a little bit of string I found in the garage. But why the hell this doesn't, the people that manufacture these things don't give you a small stone in the box and a little bit of string and say you stick that in there and that makes it work, or what, I don't know. But anyway, one other thing as well is a lot of people were saying submerge it right under, turn it upside down, get all the air. Yeah, I did that as well, so maybe that's helped as well. So, you know, there's a number of things that I did that seemed to make it work a lot better than it did when I first had it. So, floating skimmers. I knocked it to begin with, that it wasn't doing the business for me, and then with a few adjustments that I just made from your comments, you know, you people that have had them out there before, the experts that have gone already out there, it seems to be working for me. And I tell you what a big bonus is at the moment. I did a dose of Koi Master's Advantage 2 days ago. Water's clear now. It was taking 3 days to clear nearly, but this cuts that by at least a quarter of the time, because I've got lots of filter systems now. I've got that's filtering off as well as the main pond filter. So that's a big bonus for me, because I was losing a little bit of, not faith, but I was losing a little bit of the will to put in the Koi Master's Advantage, because I knew fish were about to disappear for almost 3 days. So I was kind of, every time I put it in, I thought, right, I need to put it in here, because it doesn't matter if I don't see the fish for 2, 3 days, but I want to see them 7 days a week. You know, I spend money on these fish and I spend a lot of time, and I want to see them as much as possible, as we all do, as pond keepers. Because I now have this, that as soon as I put the Koi Master's Advantage in, give it a few hours to get in and circulate throughout the pond, fire this up, starts filtering it off straight away. So it's almost like a day and a half now. So it's really good for that, because the little, and again we're taking out the coarse filter because I don't need it. I just put the wool stuff in. It's all good. So
from all the comments I got, fantastic. Some people said just bin it and chuck it away, it's no good. I nearly did, but at the moment it's doing what I wanted it to do. I've just got to get more confident with it now that it's not going to keep raising itself out of the water, because my idea is to run this overnight rather than the daytime, because you can hear the noise now. I don't really want this all day. I'd rather just fire it up at night time and then it sits there nice and quiet in the day when I'm enjoying the fish. So that's my ultimate goal, and if I can get it to do that, then that's a result for me. So at the moment, fantastic. Don't knock it till you've tried it, and every day was definitely a school day with this one. And here's to fingers crossed to get these damn covers off as soon as possible. I think there's only 2 or 3 of us left. I think that Andy at Derby Koi, I think his covers are still on, but he's itching. Maybe by the time this video comes out, he's already removed them. There's a number of people that have got the covers off now, but it's still so cold at night time that I'm going to hold off for another 7 days, I think. So fingers crossed that the next time I'm on here and the next video is the grand opening of this pond, because I just want to get it done. Please, I want to get this damn thing open. So I'm going to leave you now with some shots of the new fish underwater. Thanks very much for watching. Please click the subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. Click the like if you like the video. Thanks very much for watching. This was Underwater at Koi Pond Lifestyle.